My name is Rosalind Hayes and I teach private voice, piano, and guitar lessons in the Chester County area. And today I'm going to talk to you about something which a lot of people are really interested in, how to reach those higher notes in their range. Now, some of your range is determined by some factors you can't control, such as the size of your vocal cords. If you have thicker vocal cords or a larger vocal tract, usually your voice is going to be lower than those people who have a smaller vocal tract. I can usually tell this by people's speaking voice. If you notice, my speaking voice is on probably the higher side. I am a second soprano, so you can use that to kind of gauge as well where your potential range is. But we can also do things to increase your range to its full potential. There's a few things that you really want to keep in mind as you're moving up higher into those higher notes. You want to have enough space in the vocal tract. This is really important because your vocal cords are going to need to stretch out and expand as you go higher. They're actually going to thin out and stretch. If there's not the space there, that's not going to happen, and generally your voice is going to crack as you go up into your head voice. You want to make sure you're using the right register. In those high notes, you should really feel it up here in the head resonance for the most part. The other thing that you want to make sure you're doing is modifying your vowels when you need to. That means opening your mouth a little bit more as you go higher and higher. Don't do it too soon, but on those really high notes, you want to drop your jaw. And sometimes on those super high notes, if you're talking about first sopranos, or even second sopranos on very, very high notes, you're going to want to you're not going to focus so much on the actual sound of the vowel. You're just going to sing whatever feels comfortable up on those really, really high notes because no one's going to be able to tell. They're so high. So those are the things that you want. The other thing you want is a nice low breath, and you want to be feeding the air through bigger breath for a higher note. Okay, not a lot of air through that note. So I'm going to give you some examples, and you can kind of watch what my mouth is doing as I'm going up. So I'm going to start in a more comfortable place for me. Oh yeah, you want to use those arpeggiated sounds if you can to help you get up there as well. All right? So notice my mouth really came down on the very top note there, which was a high C. I wasn't so worried about, the shape of my mouth. Or the vowel shape or anything. Just get the sound out. On the top, it doesn't really matter so much on the very top of your register about the vowel integrity. Just get the sound out. And really feel that sound up here. The other trick that you can use if you're singing a song that has a particularly high note out of nowhere, and the notes before it are pretty low, if it's got a big jump, you can use the consonant on the last note to help you jump up there, all right? Or the consonant that starts that high note. You can use it to sneak in. For example, if you used an S, if you had a higher note, let's say, I can use the S to help me sneak in there a little bit. Or I could use another consonant to help me jump up from the bottom as well. If I had a lower note before it, like a D, I can use it as kind of a springboard. All these things are little tricks that singers use to help them to reach higher notes more gently. So if you have any other questions, feel free to leave them below in the comments section. I'd be happy to address them in a video. Also, if you're interested in lessons online, feel free to visit any of the links below as well. And my website is, again, rosalindhayessoprano.com. That's ROSALINDHAYES soprano, which is SOPRANO.com. All right, thank you. Bye.